Seems like there's a team doing everything it possibly can to get a championship.
What?
Yeah.
A little bit too excited there out of Pac-Man's voice. A lot of giggling around town, seems like, at my expense on the internet.
Love it.
The Houston Texans have traded for Stefon Diggs.
Wow.
Of the Buffalo Bills. Yes, the Houston Texans of the AFC South. The Houston Texans that were supposed to be a dumpster fire for at least another decade or two. The Houston Texans that people were calling a UFL team about a year and a half ago. The Houston Texans that had Jack Easterby calling shots not too long ago. The team that was supposed to suck forever in the AFC South. The team that was supposed to be a cute story with great uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
The team has never won a Super Bowl. One of only 4 teams in the NFL that haven't done as such. They were supposed to be a cute story forever and suck in the AFC South as the Indianapolis Colts come marching back into relevance in an AFC that is absolutely stacked. But what happened? Oh, they hired DeMeco Ryans. What's he? Well, he seems to be the greatest coach of all time.
Perfect.
Happy, jolly, successful everywhere. Former player, so he understands it, but he holds everybody accountable so the building shows up on time and does things the right way. Nick Caserio, this guy's supposed to be a doofus.
Yeah.
He was wearing a headset during games.
That's right.
Remember this GM thought he was calling plays. Shut up, dude.
Idiot.
You're dumb. That's what he was supposed to be. He's also under the Bill Belichick tree, so he sucks.
Well,
that's what I've heard.
That's what
GM was supposed to stink. Head coach never been a head coach before. Dumpster fire was supposed to continue to be on fire. Not even a fire, just a dumpster. Not even a spectacle. Just a bland metal barrel of shit is what Houston Texans are supposed to be.
That's right.
for years.
And they draft C.J. Stroud, number 2 overall pick. Not the best quarterback in the draft class. Number 2 overall pick.
Yep.
He's still going to be available, too. Don't you worry. Hold your horses, Houston. This guy who's tall, seemingly incredibly charming, smart, high football IQ, and can put a ball into a dartboard like Luke Littler does with darts in England. And they get Will Anderson. What's he? Well, he's great.
Yeah,
of course he is.
real good.
Nico, there's no Nico in the NFL. Nico, that's a wrestling name.
Yeah, it is.
Nico. 75-yard touchdown in the AFC South Championship game.
First play.
First play of the game. Whew. They got weapons. They got a culture. They got a team. And now they add another number 1 wide receiver to their team. Oh, their offense won't be able to do it. Well, yeah. Bobby is a wizard at calling plays. Somehow he doesn't get a head coaching job. In years past, if somebody was to do with what Bobby Slocum did with the Houston Texans offense with a rookie, the greatest rookie quarterback season of all time in C.J. Stroud. In any other year of head coaching cycle, 7 of them, 8 of them, Bill Belichick couldn't get a job.
That's right.
This guy is out of our division. He's a head coach at a terrible football team somewhere.
Sure.
Instead, he's back.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud's back.
Bud.
Run game that is phenomenal is back. Balance is back. Moxie is back. And that guy gets added to the team for a second rounder next year.
Yep.
Not even this year.
What?
A second rounder next year. Houston Texans pick up a 5th and 6th rounder, which we assume Caserio will turn into an all-pro as well.
Definitely.
The Houston Texans are a wagon, and the Buffalo Bills appear to be potentially still opening up more room while also moving on from a potential conversation that they've had to have every single offseason seemingly for the last 3 years. If you do recall, there was some fashion shows and some comments made, then a return, then an exit, then a no-show at practice. He was in the building. He was not in the building. Coach McDermott, are you worried about Stefon Diggs? Yeah, I'm concerned, he says in a press conference in the offseason. It's like, wow, there must be real problems over there. And then he would display his emotion through his photos that he was posting, one of which he was wearing a shin guard on it.
Just one.
And he was like, this is how I talk through my fashion and my photos. It's like, well, this guy's sick of getting hit on his shins. That's why he's wearing a shin guard in this high fashion photo. And then just last night, and they patched those things up, obviously had a season. Towards the end, it wasn't as great as maybe it was at the beginning. But then just last night on Twitter, I think what potentially pushed, and this is no inside information at all, this is me just being incredibly pissed off about the whole situation.
Of course.
Second rounder, we need a weapon too here in Indianapolis. Second round, we could throw a second rounder. Right? Can't we toss a couple second rounders?
Be easy.
Houston Texans is tossing second rounders. Right? We made a little bit of it on.
Yeah, this year you could have thrown.
And we're getting a 5th and a 6th. Come on, I thought, and instead it's Houston Texans. Why though? Potentially because RG3, who is a prolific ex-user.
Yeah, statue.
A lot of activity. People have been investigating the activity, saying, where's this coming from?
Yeah.
Got a demo.
Big time.
For sure.
Got a lot of personality, very active on there. He questions in a video that was linked to, which very rarely do people actually hit the links in tweets.
Correct.
People are a lazy bunch.
Yep.
That is just how it goes. So you're asking me to go somewhere else. I'm going to go see it. Okay, I'm here.
Leave
so I'm
this
gonna go
out.
doing
Thanks.
it. But standard promotional move. We do it. Everybody does it. So he's promoting something that was of a grander video.
Yes.
So we don't know what the whole video entails. That could have been a very long one. But we do know the topic was, is Stefon Diggs essential to Josh Allen's success? Then the peaky pirate, this son of a bitch, he comes in. Because if he doesn't say this, I don't think...
Now he's probably still a bit.
I don't think any of this. I don't think the Houston Texans had Stefon Diggs today for a second rounder. So the peaky pirate, you got a peaky problem, and that's with me. Peaky Pat is pissed off at you, pal. Does Josh benefit from having a top-tier receiver? Yes. Is he essential to his success? No. Stefon Diggs replies to the fuck.
Hey, makes sense.
Knew that was coming. Knew that was coming.
I did. I went.
Yes,
No.
he did.
I went. I
Yes,
did.
he
It was
did.
good alliteration, though, before that.
It was.
Thank you. P words are tough.
Yeah.
Stefon Diggs responded, though, to the peaky pirate. You sure? So Brandon Bean was sleeping.
Yeah.
Brandon Bean in that Buffalo Bills building wake up. They open their X app, maybe on the morning grumpy. What's going on today? Diggs is trending. Well, might be his brother, maybe
Tone.
nephew.
Yeah.
Him or Dahn.
Cutie, maybe it's Tone Diggs. Just did 2 G's.
Will never be that.
Maybe one day you might say something incredibly dumb.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
That will happen.
Yeah, maybe.
Now that we reconsider. Nope, it's Stefon Diggs. What's he go? You sure Josh would be shit without me? Okay. Why do we got to deal with this every offseason?
Uh-oh.
Why is this got to happen? Everybody's sitting in the building. They're like, we're trying to prepare for a draft, try to get another weapon, maybe free some things up for Stefon Diggs. And the end of the year didn't go as good as it went that we were hoping it would be. And now he's asking, hey, you think Josh would be good without Stefon Diggs? Enough. Maybe. We don't know if that's the case. We did reach out to the Buffalo Bills. Believe me.
Had to.
We reached out to the Buffalo Bills organization. You still doing that 16-foot bison thing? Huh? We think that's crap. And also, why the AFC South? Could you not have sent him anywhere else for a second rounder? I think there's a nice combination of things happening here. A nice refresh for Stefon Diggs. We have no idea if Brandon Bean and the team saw the tweet and were like, why is this even happening? You follow that up with, a few months back, his brother was tweeting about it.
Oh, yeah.
There's been a lot of things said in the fact. It's just, they're moving on. And now who knows what the Bills are going to do. I assume they have some sort of plan. But the Houston Texans, we all believe, got much better today, especially with Diggs going to be trying to reprove himself in a new situation. So,
sure.
Congrats to the Texans. Congrats to the Bills, obviously.
Good work, Texans.
Bills are happy, too. Seems like everybody's happy for him, Doug. Talks the tables here. At Boston Connor, at Ty Schmidt. I'm about done with all the the laughing in my face.
No.
Yeah, you have all day.
The laughing's not
All
stopping.
day, Connor.
The well has nothing to do with the Colts, but you said the Bills are probably happy. I know right now, Bills Nation, Bills Mafia, they're just crumbling at the seams. I mean, you can feel it all the way in Indiana, what's going on in Buffalo right now. I assume if you reach out to Sal Capaccio, there's a chance that Sal says, yeah, I got some calls today. And a lot of people weren't saying what they were saying about their offseason moves, which was, hey, this was necessary. I'm sure a lot of people are saying today, what the hell happened? How did we go from the guy that was catching 120 balls, had 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns? How did we go from that?
That's what's going on.
The success that they had together. Yeah, that's what's going to Houston. That's what.
Just continue your thought.
Well, but how did they go from that to this? Like it all crumbled so.
What were you going to
fast.
say? You were going to say sorry to the Colts? Yeah, we got it back.
No, I was going to say at least the Colts paid a corner that can go on the outside and cover Stefon Diggs. There's no worries about that whatsoever. And but once again, he's a nickel. But, when
fine.
Diggs plays in the slot.
when Diggs goes to the
Blackman.
slot, yeah, they got a first-round pick still.
But safety here.
Yeah, but Buffalo loses.
Over the top, he's going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
But how many people can you shade over top? I guess we should ask.
Yeah, they did well against Nico Collins.
One half of the hammer. Dahn. That was one play. It was the first one.
Big
We should have
play.
been ready. I mean, it was tough, obviously, and then it ended the way. We're joined by two guys that could potentially give us a lot more insight on why I should be feeling the way I'm feeling. Or maybe, hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, living legend, universal signed rapper from Cincinnati Bengals, Dallas Cowboys, Tennessee Titans,
What?
Denver Broncos.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Pac-Man Joe. Matt, good to see you. I know you know the Diggs family pretty well. The Steph doesn't suck, right?
No, he don't.
He's still really good.
Yes, he's still a.
What do we think is going on here? Why do you think he's happy to be going to Houston? What do you think his thoughts are? If you're from Stefon Diggs, too?
I think he's happy going to Houston.
with what they got going on in Houston and getting Joe Mixon, he probably won't even demand double coverage with the weapons that Houston got. I think this is a big move. But my other question is, the Bills done got rid of both of the receivers.
Yep.
Only other receiver out there that's talking about they want to be out or go somewhere is T. Hig.
Yeah, he's in Cincinnati. Would the Bills make a move for T. Higgins after giving up Diggs? I'll be fascinated to see if that's the case. Or do the Bills think that the draft is maybe?
Yeah.
I wonder if the Bills think because remember there has been a trend of young wide receivers being better quicker. So if they're banking on Josh Allen being able to make guys good, and if Dalton can continue to blossom, I wonder if that's their thoughts. But I'm not saying giving up Stefon Diggs is a thing I would do if I have a team ever that's trying to throw a football with a quarterback, especially with the deal that's already locked in. Now, they did have some salary cap issues. D-Butt, do you think salary was one of the pressing issues here? They had to go through all big number guys and see who they could potentially move on from? What do you think they're thinking in Buffalo?
I think they're still holding like a $30 million dead cap moving on from Diggs.
Only 8 next year, though.
You mentioned it earlier, though. We've seen this kind of brewing, whether it's during the season, preseason, training camp. When it's a team that everybody expects from the outside in to have a Super Bowl window, you got an MVP caliber quarterback. Diggs has kind of been in that tier 1 for a while now. Like you said, his production slowed down last year, but you saw it brewing, and now hopefully it's just a fresh start for both sides. I think, of course, you asked Pat, I think he's ecstatic being down in Houston. Obviously, he's closer to his brother now, so that's easier for the family to go to both games. No income taxes. Moving from Buffalo to Houston, Texas is definitely different. And you're still going to have that chip on your shoulder. He is, regardless of what you think about him off the field and the headlines, he's a dog. He's going to come, he's going to grind, and he's going to give it his all between those white lines every week. So it's a great move, obviously, for Houston.
You think he's showing up wearing a shin guard shoulder pads fashion? What do you think his fit is as he shows up here to Houston?
I don't know. It'll be something interesting. It always is.
Maybe an eye patch or something.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Be cool.
Well, maybe he's a pirate walking in there like the Peaky Pirate, start this entire damn thing.
And D'Amico Ryan, though, that will be the coach, the culture setter like that I would want for a guy. And once again, I don't think he's in a problem or issue like that. But D'Amico Ryan's, I think he demands the respect.
Zimmer. Right?
Yeah.
In Minnesota.
Yep.
McDermott, pretty similar.
Yeah.
I think we think
Feels like
defense
kind
guys.
of a similar style. Now another defense coach, but D'Amico, a little bit, his energy seems to be
so good.
absurd. I wonder how to match up.
Perfectly, probably.
Yeah, okay.
Young quarterback,
I'm just
though.
saying.
You do.
Yes.
There is some. I played with Cam as a rookie, and he had, Steve Smith, big personality. Great player. Once again, another dog who's gonna play hard. Great, big personality though. Jeremy Shockey's on that team, so it's a lot of voices in your head when you're a young quarterback. Luck, Reggie wasn't that type of vet. He was kind of like, hey, I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna be that guy. You had young Ty, who you kind of growing along with, so that will be a different dynamic for C.J. Stroud, who has shown great leadership skills as a rookie.
Yeah.
Now you got a big personality. Once again, great player, dog, work ethic. That's gonna come in that locker room and be a big part. You think of that offense.
You talk about C.J. Stroud, you have to immediately talk about his accuracy. Stephon Diggs is about to get. Not that Josh didn't, but I'm just saying he's not going to a place where there's a wonder, can the guy get me a ball or not? And then the OC is he's a genius.
Nico Collins, probably the best receiver he's played with since Thielen. You could make that argument for sure.
Alongside, opens up a little bit more. Run game, great.